Good evening, everyone, and I hope you're well. How are you doing? And this morning, the Premier League fixtures dropped at 10 a.m. So tonight, we've got a Premier League special with the fixtures. And we've also got transfer news as well. But I'll leave the transfer news till a little later on. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to jump straight into this because we've got a lot to cover. So before I get into it, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything what we're covering on All Red TV during this transfer window. Anyway, so you couldn't have written this. The transfer fixtures came out this morning at 10 a.m. And after yesterday, Liverpool signing young Victor Moniz, or from under the noses of Newcastle, yet again. You couldn't have written this. Liverpool start their campaign in August away at St James's Park with a 4:30 kickoff. We then play Nottingham Forest at home, who have beaten us twice last season. After that, we've got Ipswich Town, Fulham, and then we play Bournemouth away. So we've got Ipswich at home, Fulham away, and Bournemouth away. And there's a few things to bear in mind here, guys, with the fixtures, what I've just read out. Obviously, we've got, just to recap, we've got Newcastle at home, Newcastle away, St James's Park, start of the season. Then Nottingham Forest at home, who beat us twice. And then we got Ipswich Town, Fulham, and Bournemouth. There's a few things to basically bear in mind here now, because obviously the fixtures will change for TV and such. All right, but like I've just said, there's a few things that we need to bear in mind, and these things are simply this. All right, if we're going to be title challengers, let's say we're going to win the league. So after the Bournemouth game, there's a 3-week international break. And then when we come back from the international break, we play Manchester City at home. Then we've got the second week of the Champions League. Then we play Brentford away, which is a tough place to go, no doubt. Another one to look out for is October the 31st. We've got Arsenal away. Now, I think that'll be moved for TV as well. All right. Then we've got the fourth Champions League week 4. And after that, we play Crystal Palace away, which is another place where we don't do particularly well. Then there's another international break, right? So how are you feeling up to now, guys? I mean, I'll be absolutely honest with you. I'll be really, really honest and truthful with you, because I understand how you Liverpool fans feel. I really do care, because I've been through this all my life, right? But after last season, I was absolutely drained. I couldn't watch Liverpool again. I mean, this is one of the worst teams I've seen last season at Liverpool, right? And I know who we've got in the team, but this was one of the worst teams I've seen, and I've seen some shite at Liverpool, I'll tell you. You know, and apart from Chelsea, it's one of the worst league title defences in Premier League history. We were breaking records we didn't need to break, and we shouldn't have been breaking, but we did. So how are you feeling with the fixtures, what have come out today and what I've just read out to you now? Now, when they came out today, to be honest with you, we've just made our first signing of the summer transfer window, unexpected. We've got a new manager in, so everything's going to change. My pilot light's been reignited. I'm excited now. I've got my vigour back. I've got my mojo back. Everything's chiming with me now. I'm happy about all this. I'm excited. All right, so getting back to the fixtures. So like I've just said, we've got week 4 of the Champions League. Then we've got Crystal Palace away. Then we've got another international break. Then after that international break, we play Man United at home. Then we've got Champions League week 5. And then we play Everton away. That is a massive, massive week in the season already. United at home, Champions League fixture, then Everton away. Wow. And and don't forget, United did the double overs last season. So I'm moving on with the fixtures, right? So basically, I've typed all this up, so it's easier for me to read it off here, than actually looking down at my paper as though I'm ignoring it, because I'm not. But I really do care what you guys think. So get your comments in. Let me know what you think about the fixtures. I think it's important that we get a win at St James's Park. We've got to get 3 points though. We've got to hit the ground running and come away with a win first game of the season. I think it's crucial. But it's a decent start for Liverpool. I'm quite happy with it, to be fair. So like I've just said, we've got Everton away, and it's a huge week. And also, in the first half of the season, I don't know if you've just noticed what I've read out there, we play the top 3 from last season in the first half of the season. So in the second half of the season, if we're in contention for the league, we play United, Arsenal, City all away, right? And we got young Ben joining us tonight. Evening, Ben.
Evening.
Now I can recap this if you want, because I've made some notes, mate. Because obviously the fixtures came out today, and basically I'll just recap because you've just joined me. So basically, I wish everybody good evening. 10 o'clock this morning, the fixtures dropped for the 2026 season. And you come to written it after yesterday with Liverpool signing Victor Moniz from under the noses of Newcastle yet again. We start the season off away at St James's Park. No surprise there. And the thing is, Newcastle fans hate us. I think the only people the Newcastle fans hate more than us is their board of directors at the club. Possibly. Right, so we've got Newcastle away at St James's Park. Right, so after that, which is an 4:30 kick-off, we then play Nottingham Forest, who beat us twice last season. We then got Ipswich away, Fulham at home, and Bournemouth away. Now, there's a few things you need to bear in mind here after this Bournemouth game, and I'll run through it with you now. Right, now, after the Bournemouth game, if we are going for the title, which I think we will be doing, right? So let's say we're going for the league, right? So if we're going for the league, after the Bournemouth game, there's a 3-week break. There's a 3-week international break. Now, when we come back after that international break, we play Man City at home. And then we've got the second game of the Champions League. And after that, we're away at Brentford, which is a tough place to go, right? And then there's another one to look out for. On the 31st of October, we play Arsenal away.
I look at our first 4 games and I see 12. I for 12 points.
Yeah,
from our first 4.
I never look at the league table till after 10 games have been played anyway, and I never have, because it doesn't take, for me, the league table doesn't take shape until 10
Around
games
February.
have been played at least.
I know.
I mean, to be fair, Ben, I'm looking at the fixtures. I think it's a decent start for Liverpool.
Yeah, it really depends.
United have got an easier start, but look at
I read on Opta earlier that apparently we have the joint hardest start with Leeds and someone else at 92.6%, which
yeah, I mean,
I don't think I agree with that, because I mean, at the end of the day, we should be winning our first 4 or 5 games, really.
Well, yeah, I think we should. I mean, well, give me your thoughts on this, then, because I took a screenshot of it. Yeah, here we go. So, all right. So here we go. So obviously you've got your big 6 here, right? So Arsenal's first 5 games: Coventry, Villa, Chelsea, Sunderland, and Brighton.
Yeah,
right.
I can see Arsenal going back to back.
Then Spurs. You've got Brentford, Newcastle, Forest, Everton, and Villa. Now Spurs are going big on the transfer market up to now, which I said they would do last time we spoke, and about an hour before I came on stream, it were breaking that Spurs are going after Adam Wharton from Palace. So, and then Man United, they've got Hull City, Ipswich Town, Everton, City and Fulham. So United's got a decent start. Now, Man City, they've got Bournemouth, Palace, Coventry, Man U and Sunderland. And then obviously our first 5 fixtures. And then Chelsea, they've got Fulham, Brighton, Arsenal, Hull City and Brentford. So Xabi Alonso is going to be tested for sure from the off, with a West London derby straight away.
I'm just going to go back to that Wharton part. Are we sure it was Wharton and not Mateus Fernandez from West Ham?
No, it's Adam Watt at 80 million apparently.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But I have seen they have been linked to Tonali and Fernandez from West Ham. I've not seen anything from Wharton.
I mean, just before I started the stream, I was watching something else, and something popped up on my phone, and apparently Liverpool are prepared to offer Red Bull Leipzig 115 million plus add-ons for Yan Diomande, and it includes winning trophies. Yeah, I think they'll accept 120 million euros and it'll get done.
Yeah.
I think it will get done because they've put too much work in on this. And then who else we bring in? I have not got a snowball, just like everybody else, really. But this one, I don't want us to make the same mistakes we made with, like you said, the geezer who's at Chelsea now, who slipped through our fingers. But I think if this fella comes in, Yan Diomande, and the young lad from Spain who we signed yesterday, have you seen the stats on him, Ben?
He's got all right stats, but I've also watched videos. I'm going to need to see more before I'd make an opinion.
I mean, when you look at his percentages, I mean, this guy is rapid because Deck came on stream last night. Deck didn't know anything about him. And I said, well, I'll give you 3 players, Deck. And I named 3 players for him. Dan James, Ben Doak, and Anthony Gordon. Now, this fella, Victor, is quicker than all 3 of them. But the thing what I like about him is he's predominantly plays on the right, but he can play on the left as well. But when he plays on the left, he doesn't do what Cody Gakpo does and cuts inside all the time. He gets to the byline, which is, and obviously Araola, he wants fast wingers and he does the dirty work as well. So, and he's only, he turns 23 this month. And he just, obviously, he's away with Spain. So he's already had his medical over there in America. Now, apparently, I only found this out late yesterday. Now, apparently, Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards flew out to America to get this deal done for Victor. Nobody knew about it. It was left field like the slot signing. Took everybody by surprise. But I think I don't know what you think, Ben, but a lot of people are getting frustrated with Fabrizio Romano breaking everything, saying, right, boom, here we go, it's done. But the clubs don't want it leaking, but he's leaking everything. But he's the man in the know because he knows all the agents. So what do you want? It's his job, isn't it? As Roy Keane said, it's his job. That's what he's made his reputation on.
Something's got to put food on the table, and it's that you can't.
Exactly.
You don't get mad at a doctor for saving your life.
So I mean, how are you feeling? I mean, how are you feeling now? Probably. I think it's about 3 days since we spoke. But are you a little bit more optimistic for next season now, or have you not got your mojo back yet?
But you can't judge what's going to happen in a season until after the window's closed. Really, I want to see who else we sign.
Because you know what frustrates me as well. I mean, Yan Diomande. I mean, all right, he had a great game for the Ivory Coast, first game in World Cup. He tore Nkapie a new backside for sure. But if he has another worldie next time they play, are Red Bull going to put the price up again? because that's what's going to happen here. Because whoever's being looked at or targeted in this tournament to come over to the Premier League, the clubs are going to bump the price up. I mean, I said to Deck last night, and then me and you've already spoke about this. I said, would you, if Tottenham offer 70 million for Cody Gakpo, would you take it? And he said, yeah, because he's worth 70 million. But I said, well, that's the starting price now because of Anthony Gordon.
Yeah. Like I said the other day, if someone offered us 70 million for Gakpo driving to the location, well, he's not a 70 million player. Neither's Gordon, but because of Gordon going for 70 million, that's going to be the baseline price for Rangers now.
That's basically now because of Barcelona paying that. Basically now that all the clubs will say, right, well, if Anthony Gordon's gone for 70 million, that's the starting base now. That's where you start from. Because I think this guy who we signed yesterday, Ben, I think he was Anthony Gordon's replacement for Newcastle.
Yeah, that's what I read into. Like Keith Downey said it as well. Like, and loads of Newcastle fans were saying that they've been tracking him for months to replace Gordon when he inevitably left.
Yeah, because Newcastle have done all the work on him, and Liverpool have gone in and just said, right, okay, they've paid the release clause and offered him better terms. So he's accepted. Well, the thing is as well, I think the kicker for me is with that, Liverpool have got Champions League football and Newcastle aren't in Europe. So that's what we can offer him.
I mean, even if we weren't in Champions League and Newcastle were still a more attractive proposition.
Yeah, we're a far bigger club. I mean, the Newcastle fans are absolutely sick of us.
I would be too. We do to Newcastle what Madrid have done to us these last few years.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, then right, Newcastle were linked with Szoboszlai and Etitike as well, and we took both of them. Plus, we took the golden boy off him, Isak. Now, I've read something today that he's training on his own for Sweden. Now, I don't know what's happened, but apparently he's training on his own. But I've not been able to find anything more concrete on it.
Might just be doing a lighter session because obviously they've got to be careful with him.
America's just gone 1-0 up.
Yeah, that's not a surprise.
What do you think of their shirt? Do you like it?
The USA shirt?
Yeah. Typical America, isn't it?
I mean, it's basic, but it's not the worst. There's worse shirts in this World Cup.
Yeah, I'm looking. Brazil play tonight, don't they?
Yeah, 1:30. At 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that and then I'm going to retire. See how they perform because I was disappointed last time out. But I'm just looking at the fixtures because I've just been. It's took me all day to do all this, but it's crackers. But I'm quite happy with it. I mean, what's not to like? I mean, Arsenal, yeah, they're going to be favourites for the league. That's for sure. They've got to be with the squad they've got. But is that? I read something the other day. Is this right? They're after offloading Gyökeres. I read something they're trying to offload him, but I think it's somebody just spinning garbage.
I don't think they'd offload the £75 million investment after a year. Because Arsenal are an oil club.
Newcastle, Bournemouth, City, Arsenal, Man United, Everton, Chelsea, Spurs. See, I think Spurs will finish top 6.
It depends if they get these targets.
If they carry on the way they're going with transfers.
Yeah, maybe because they've made some good signings, haven't they?
They've showed the back. They've sorted the defence out. We're bringing Andy Robertson in and the other geezer from.
I don't think Robertson will start still. I think he's the depth left back. But Senesi will be a good signing. He's
a good signing, yeah. Because Liverpool were looking at him, but I mean, the thing is, Liverpool are looking at that many players. The thing is, as well, we like you said, look, we've got Jeremy Jacquet. Now the thing is, people, I don't even know how he's going to adapt to the Premier League. As good as he is, And what if my biggest worry is if Virgil gets an injury in this World Cup, we're screwed.
You could say that about many teams. Like, what if Haaland gets injured for Norway? Then City haven't got a good striker. If Lamine gets injured for Spain, then that's Barca screwed because he's their best player.
Well, that young kid who we've signed, Victor, he was second behind Lamal for dribbles in the league last season.
Yeah, he seems
in the
like
top 5 leagues.
Yeah, he seems like a bit of a dribbler.
Yeah, he's very, very good. Well, the thing is, as well, he scored 7 goals. He had 5 assists, and then he 12 goal contributions out of 36 games. And this was for a team what were fighting relegation, Osasuna. And we bought him for 35 million.
Yeah. See, the thing is, like, even though I can't really say I've got an opinion on the kid yet, for 35 million, you're getting a Chiesa replacement, really.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said last night. I think this pushes Federico Chiesa out the door now.
Yeah, but I also think this halts any chances of signing Bradley Barcola as well. And if we do sign Barcola, then I fully expect Gakpo to go as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know whether Liverpool are interested in Adam Wharton or not. I've not got a clue. But let's say we sign them both, Barcola and Diamande. So you've got Diamande on the right, Barcola on the left, Dominic Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones won't be there. Obviously, I don't think Mac is going to be there either. So you're going to need another midfielder. I'd go for that young Boadi. He plays for Morocco. I'd try and get him in as well. With Gravenberch, with Wirtz in front of them. I'll tell you what, it's going to be some squad. But my biggest concern is the depth. Because I know we've got a young squad. And we've got some cracking some cracking academy players. And we've got Will Wright as well. He's no slouch.
I saw from, talking about midfielders, I saw from someone who is pretty trustworthy. Well, he's considered trustworthy, I'm not so sure. That he said something along the lines that our main midfield targets are Wharton, Boadi, Kamara, Mamadou Sangare, and Alex Scott.
Alex Scott. You're back to transit. You're back to silly money again. I mean, do you honestly think, Ben, Alex Scott's worth 80 million quid?
No.
No. So, but I mean, nobody knows what business Liverpool are going to do. All I can say is, because it's quiet, everybody thinks Liverpool are doing nothing. But this is how we operate. We're like a submarine. You can't hear us coming.
I mean, Victor Munoz, yeah. I mean, did anyone see that exclusive from Fabrizio coming? Nope.
No.
There wasn't a single...
That dropped at 11:30 at night because I was still in here. And as soon as it dropped, I put it on my social straight away because Deck said, well, I was asleep. I was in bed. And it dropped at 11:30. So, and it's Friday. And he loves dropping things on a Friday, so he might drop some more tonight. We don't know, but yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the season. I mean, pre-season, I'm not going to read too much into it because the lads won't be there. They'll be resting up and what have you. But I think looking at the fixtures, Ben, I think we've got a decent start. I'm not disappointed. Yeah, I'm more than happy with it. It could have been a lot bloody worse. It could have been Arsenal away first game of the season, couldn't it? But yeah, but no, I think it's about the Reds might reclaim the throne. I don't know. I don't. So, I mean, what do you expect? Do you expect them to challenge for it or be just top 4? Would you like to see them challenge for it?
Honestly, you'd like to see Liverpool challenge for the title. It's Liverpool. We should be challenging for the title, but at the same time, you have to have a realistic expectation. like when Slot came in, like the squad was competing for the title. That squad just needed a few tactical tweaks.
Mm,
Whereas this squad needs a whole structure overhaul. We
yeah,
need to we need to relearn the basics of pressing, the basics of out of possession defending. A lot of basics need to be relearned in this squad. We need a lot, and I don't think this squad's going to be physically. It's going to just magically become a pressing demon that or the pressing demon team Araola wants overnight.
no.
Like
Well,
like I don't see, like I can see Araola needing until at least November.
yeah. But I mean, he must be. I mean, when the fixtures come out this morning, he must have thought, right, now I'm Liverpool manager, and he'll have looked at the fixtures and he'll be making his plans already. And that young guy, that young lad who we were talking about tonight, Victor, he presses like a monster, you know. For Christ, does he? You know, so I think I can see what Ariola's working on already here. And Kirkes is going to be happy as well. He'll be like a kid at Christmas, won't he, with him coming back, looking under him again. But
yeah, that was one of the main. I pointed that out on in a group chat. Like Kirkes is obviously like I think that'll kind of make the whole left back thing or left back talk die down a bit now. Because there's no way we're going to spend big money on another starter quality left back when we've just signed the guy that made Kirk as a team of the season player.
And the thing is, I mean, you only cover at left back there is Tsimikas, isn't it?
I do think we signed like another backup left back.
Yeah,
because
you know, no disrespect to Tsimikas, but I just don't think he cuts it.
No, no.
You know, similar to Liverpool, really.
Yeah, with Tsimikas though, he's a good presence around. That's the only reason I can see him staying, because he is a good presence, and you need people like that in squads.
And the thing is as well, Ben, a lot of the Liverpool fans have forgot we've still got the Coutinho money. We've not even talked about yet.
Yeah, the Bank of Coutinho.
Yeah, so we still got that as well to fall back on if we need to dig deep for some. I don't think they'll pay stupid money, but I'm probably 70% convinced they're going to get Diamande done.
Yeah, I think that deal will be done soon as well.
Would you be happy if they signed both Diamande and Barcola?
I'd be over the moon. I'd build the statue for John Henry myself.
I tell you what, you're going to be busy, you, driving Gatport to airport, building a statue for John Henry. You're going to be one busy man. Taxi for Gatport, and then you'll be cement mixer and what have you. Good man. I think I think everything's looking positive. There's more to be positive about than what it was last year. It can't get no worse, can it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm still on riding the high from Slot being sacked.
Well,
I was fully ready to not care about this upcoming season, or at least until Slot got sacked.
Yeah. Well, I was gobsmacked when it broke, because I watched his press conference and he's talking about, I'm planning for the summer and I've let the club know what we want and who we want and who we're going to bring in. And then next thing, it breaks on Sky Sports. Liverpool have sacked Turner Slot. What? What's going on? So then I was like everybody else, I was researching it. Going mad.
Yeah. It's a good thing we didn't give Slot another summer, because it generally would have been infested with Dutch dross.
You know something? My gut instinct was that if he'd have still been here in charge next season, I think we were in danger of becoming the next Spurs from the season just gone.
No, not Spurs. That's way too extreme. I think
that's how bad it was for me.
No, I think we were more on the verge of becoming a United if we kept him. It would be like if United kept David Moyes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I
just couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch it anymore. It was soul destroying.
Yeah, mean, obviously, I can't say I was there like during the peak of like the early 2000s when it was bad, but I don't think many people would disagree if we said that that's the worst year of football for Liverpool.
Oh, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I've seen some garbage, but that was worse than the Roy Hodgson era.
Yeah, it's not even
It really were.
like it's not even about them, just the manager as well. Like when you think about what Slot had at his disposal, the backing he was given. Like Roy Hodgson never had 100, 200 million pound players.
No, and the thing is, and no disrespect to Roy Hodgson, he was only there 18 weeks. And the thing is, look at the stick that Brendan Rodgers constantly gets bombarded with. And that guy was probably 2 games away from winning the league title. And
Yeah.
look, and he still gets pelters.
I reckon what happened last season is what would have happened in 2015 if we kept Rodgers, if we won the league and kept Rodgers.
Probably, yeah.
That was like a taste into like what could have happened if Gerrard doesn't slip or Cristiano doesn't happen.
Yeah, probably. You're not wrong. But yeah, we're half an hour in. So just to recap, decent set of fixtures for the beginning of the season. First player in the transfer window, 4 days in, and there's still a long way to go. Liverpool are going to be busy. Not me, and I think as well. I think what Liverpool fans need to realise as well is, depending on what other clubs do, it will affect what we do, I think.
Yeah.
Or who we may try and bring in, or how much we spend, depending on what business your big boys do. But no, that's and we'll wrap that one up. So it's been another interesting transfer update, and the good thing is we've got fixtures to look forward to. We've got games to prepare for. Who will the starting 11 be? But and the thing is as well, we didn't touch on it. Mamardashvili, he wants to speak with the club as well because he's not happy now, because apparently Liverpool are looking at loaning him out, but he's the only decent backup we've got. So
I don't
let him go out on loan.
I don't believe half of the stuff I see on there because most of it just gets like a lot of it's just clickbaiting.
Well, I don't know if you saw it yesterday, but we've been linked with Kareem Keller coming back in another season or two.
No,
but the thing is, I've always said, once you leave Liverpool, you never go back, because it's never the same second time around.
I mean, it depends really. It depends if you leave like Trent does, then you don't come back. But if you leave like Kelleher did, then there's always a spot for you if you want to come back. He's clearly a good goalkeeper. I just don't think he'd come back anyway. Cause, like you said, we've got Mamardashvili.
Yeah.
And we've got Vitislav Jaros, who is actually a very good talent.
Yeah. And the thing is, I think Keller would only come back if he was guaranteed he'd be number one. He wouldn't come back and play understudy again to Mamardashvili or
Jaros.
Yeah.
I think before we end, I can genuinely see Kelleher at Inter or Bayern.
He's good enough.
Yeah.
He's really good enough. So, anyhow, before you go, what's your prediction for Scotland tonight? It's going to be a tough game, you know.
I think it'll be 2-1 Morocco.
Oh, no. I'm hoping Scotland get out. I'm hoping they make history tonight and get out the group. Because they've never done it. Not in my lifetime. It'd be so good, that.
Yeah, I know there's a stigma around like England and Scotland fans not liking each other, but I don't care about Scotland enough. I hope Scotland do well. If they win, cool. If they don't, well, it's expected.
Well, I mean, I have no time for England. I mean, I watched it and thought, right, okay, yeah, they won 4-2, but it was only Croatia. But they're already, after one game, they're going to win it. It's the group stages. You've not wait till you play somebody decent.
I don't like it when people say anyone's going to win the World Cup after the first game. It's like looking at the league table in October.
No.
It's pointless.
you know, like myself and everybody who knows football, this tournament only starts when you get to your last 32.
Yeah,
when you get to your knockout stages, when it's time to you either win or go home, that's when it starts.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll wrap it up there. So from my mate Ben, who looks like he's been really busy today because you look drained, mate. Maybe you're sketching your statue for John Henry. You're working on it already.
Yeah.
So we'll be back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, with another Liverpool transfer roundup. So hit the like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything that we're going to be doing and what we're covering. And we've got the fixtures to look forward to. So, and the transfer as well. So there's so much to do. My days are jam-packed now because I've got so much to keep on top of. No sleep till Brooklyn, as the Beastie Boys sing. So from myself and from Ben, we'll see you on the next one. You'll never walk alone. Up the Reds.